Investing is a way to make your money work without you selling your time in exchange. It enables you to earn more money while you're doing more important things for yourself and your family. You can plan vacations, go to parties, or bond with your family while making money at the same time. In short, investing is the way to go if you're planning to build your wealth. Despite investing being one of the best ways to build your wealth, not a lot of people know how to invest properly. In fact, only a few actually know and understand how to become successful investors. Hi, welcome to Grayson Finance. For today's video, we're going to talk about investing tricks in 2022 for you to be able to understand and apply the knowledge of being a good investor. Number 1. Make only small steps when starting out. If you watch various videos and books related to successful investing, you might get inspired and want to immediately try out something big in investing. However, when you're just starting out, it's wiser and safer to make smaller steps. Everyone starts out as beginners. What's important when you're in the beginning of your investing journey is that you have a big ambition for yourself. Begin small and learn every step of the way in investing. Practice and learning makes everyone a winner later. You're not expected to be the best investor out there on your first day investing. It is also important to learn and master the basics of investing to be able to succeed. Even huge businesses today started out as small businesses before. If you're starting out, consider investing a small amount of money into different sectors. With this small step, your goal is to learn more about investing as much as you can. Some new investors would lose their money because they started out big without understanding the basics first. Starting in small steps, however, would enable you to learn the different sectors without risking that much. Always remember that understanding the basics through beginning in small steps would make you have a good foundation for all your future investments. Number 2. Risk what you can afford to lose. Investing is unpredictable. You may never know what the outcome of your investment will be. That's why every investment is a risk for every investor. How much risk an investor is willing to take is equivalent to its reward when or if it becomes successful. However, even with this very promising point, there is no guarantee if they will be able to get the money they invested back. That's why one important rule for an investor is to always remember this. You should only risk what you can afford to lose. Contrary to what you may perceive it to be, investing wouldn't make you rich very quickly. That's why, as an investor, it is a good thing to be patient. If you've invested a lot of money, more than you could ever afford to lose, it'll be difficult to stay patient. Knowing you may lose money, you'll start to panic, even with just a short time from investing. This happens when you risk money you can't afford to lose. Investing is in no way a get-rich-quick scheme. Investing more than you can afford to lose will always make you vulnerable and prone to wrong investment decisions. This is because money is always a part of our worries. If you invest money you can't afford to lose or not have in your arsenal, your emotional and mental state gets affected as well, because money, emotions, and mental well-being is connected to each other. If you only have $15,000 in your bank account and you decided to invest all of it, only to find out that it decreased value the next day, your mental well-being will most likely get affected because of your worry of an unsuccessful investment. Not to mention that if you lose this money, you have nothing else left. Number 3. Don't be too greedy. It is human nature to be greedy. We tend to almost always want more for ourselves. Most of the time, when regulated, it's harmless. However, in investing, you will really need to know how to control your greed. Most investors look out for the hottest stock with the highest gain. This, however, almost always guarantees loss more than gain in money. When the price of the stock is high, the early investors get most, if not all, the benefits. Having a fear of missing out on these investments would only make you purchase a stock that is overpriced, which means that if the stock crashes, you will lose your capital. With that in mind, you must always be cautious in investing to be able to not waste money carelessly. In general, not every hot stock with promises of high gain is a bad investment. But if it sounds too good to be true, it is most likely a bad one. That is why, before making any investment, you must always do research about that investment before making any big decisions. Always have a goal prior to investing and keep your greed controlled to make a successful profit from your investments. Number 4. Don't touch the principal. A lot of investors fail because they're unable to protect their own money. One absolute rule in investing is to never lose your money. So how can you exactly do that? Well, every good investor should start with a goal to attain in every asset they are eyeing. If the predictions they made are right and the value of their assets do increase, they never become greedy. Even with the continuous increase in value, however, they don't give in to giving or taking more and maintain what they have until the goal is reached. They only take the profit and never touch the principal. When you're starting out as an investor, once your portfolio increases, do not be greedy and only take the profit. The market is always unpredictable. Not touching your principal, however, will give you a peace of mind instead of being worried about the unpredictable market. Not to mention, it will also make you more money as a result. Number 5. Use losses to your advantage. Sometimes, investors get so affected when they lose money, especially when they believe that they've done enough research regarding that investment. The market, however, is always unpredictable and risky. Even the best investors sometimes are inaccurate in their predictions. A loss is always part of the investment game. However, you shouldn't be too negatively affected by your loss and instead use it to your advantage. Always remember that losses are part of the learning experience, and thus you should learn from them. Even with the most calculated predictions, with an uncontrollable market, there's always a possibility of losing your money. When you make a loss, analyze where your mistakes were and learn from it thoroughly. Find out the things that you think went wrong and brainstorm solutions for these situations. One way to also use your loss as an advantage is in diversifying your portfolio. Investing in different companies may not suffice, so invest in different industries too. For instance, you can invest in a transportation company as well as a tech company to be able to spread out your risk. Always remember that things you know and research may not suffice. You can learn from real experts with real success in the field to have a better chance of succeeding. Number 6. Don't dwell on if-only scenarios. You may miss a good opportunity to invest, or you might have a solid stock too early, with that stock increasing in value after a short while. These times, you will face regret on your decisions and will dwell on them in your mind. It is wrong, however, to waste your time on what-ifs in your decisions. Instead of wasting your time dwelling on the inevitable, focus on what you have now and strive to have a better investment in the future instead. Trust your instincts. If in the first place the company is not good enough for an investment from you, then it's most likely not a good investment for you to have, no matter how much money you may acquire in the future. Who knows? If that lost opportunity you are regretting so much, you might be thankful for after a while in the future. Number 7. Remember that dips are part of an investment. In investing, it's impossible to always gain without dips every now and then. There will always be a possibility for the stock market to crash, proven by the history of the market itself. One thing to note about situations like this is most of the time, the investors who didn't sell their stocks on these events always get good profits later. Instead of looking at dips like it is alarmingly bad, understand that market dips present an opportunity to buy stocks at low prices. If you sell your stocks during these times, you will only face losses. Be patient and hold it long enough to be able to get profit from it when the value recovers and grows after a while. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to press like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to keep you updated on new helpful videos.